Leave it to me. This one.
Have you decided which one of you will die?
集中攻撃
より豊かな養分が必要。
生き抜いてやる道を切り開く
Go back!
集中攻撃
What you lack is this. Huh. Thought you'd like it.
Jackpot. 準備はすでにと。
見た目はより豊かな養分が必要。
My turn now.
命がけで恐れましおごる面線は生き抜いてやる
My turn now.
道を切り開く問題ないもう死は恐れない
My turn now.
生き抜いてやる
Have you decided which one of you will die? Go to hell! It's over. This is ours. You shall die. Go to hell! Hell yeah!
Go back to hell!
敵を背負ってる。負けられないよ。
You shall die.
もう死は恐れない。行くぞ。立ち止まるのはらしくない。
What's up, man? Hello. How you doing? Hope you had a good day. I was just reading about the Alex stuff in Street Fighter. I didn't know it was that bad. I was just reading about that. I'm like holding back laughter at just how bad it is. It is really bad. I didn't know it was that bad. It is though. That shit is dire. What the hell, Capcom? Why can't it just be like something normal instead of him fucking his cousin? Real they're reaching really far. Alex just got added to Street Fighter 6, and he married and impregnated his cousin. Yeah. Real bad. Also, like, I've been waiting for Rushing Beat to come out, and it's still not out yet, so that's why I have that in question marks. Because if it launches at midnight, I will play it tonight. If it doesn't, then it'll be in the morning. But I don't know when it will be tomorrow, because I'm actually going to be touching grass for my birthday, so... I bought the Switch 2 version because I got a gift card from a friend, so I'm probably just going to play that. I might double dip, maybe. Like, my Steam Deck's so messed up that I don't know if I want to. Yeah, I don't know why they couldn't make it something normal, like, you know, somebody that he's not related to in any way. Like, zero relation, a normal relationship. You know, why couldn't it just be like somebody who, you know, spots for him at his matches or something that's always there? Like, I mean, that's like a real thing that happens with wrestlers, right? the people that show up the most, you know, you learn to get attached to them, but this is not that at all. It really is dire. I never gave a shit about Street Fighter's story, and its story's never really been a strong point, but for them to, like, promote that character so much and hype him up in the game, and then, like, having Kenny Omega do the motion capture, I feel like, I don't know why you would follow that up with that storyline. Like, that is not something that I would ever even consider doing. They're gonna have more attention on it now as well, because Kenny Omega is involved. How do you think he feels? Having his, like, partially his face and his body tied to that character. It is mind-numbingly stupid. I don't think somebody that you held as a baby should be your first option. You know, when you're looking for a partner. There's desperate, and then there's that. Like, that is incredibly desperate. They even show him holding her hand as a baby. Like, that is... I can't even believe it, man. I really do not want to do this. They need to do more combat minigames, not this stuff. This is dreadfully boring. I can't stand it. Street Fighter story hasn't made sense in a long time, mostly because they went from, like, having it take place in real time to it being, like, a floating timeline. That's just made it make less sense. Like, they show Ryu struggling to use a smartphone. Like, he should be 70 by now. He should be... In Street Fighter 2, I think it said he was born in, like, 63 or 65. So, yeah, he should be 70. But he's still, like, peak condition. It already didn't make sense. At least, unlike Resident Evil, they were able to course correct at least somewhat and realize that maybe having a real-life timeline is not a good idea, because that's exactly the problem with Resident Evil. All the characters are pushing like 60 now. They're all like pushing 60, and they never once even thought about what problems that could cause. Yeah, Street Fighter transitioned from a real timeline to a floating timeline around, like, I think 4 or 5. They started, like, slowly incorporating things that would not exist if the characters were still aging in real time. And they did that quite some time ago, which I think was a wise choice. Maybe some people don't like it, but Resident Evil, part of the reason the story in Resident Evil is such a disaster is because they are using a real timeline. Like, time passes for them like it does for us. Like, 30 years have passed for those characters, just like it has for us. I think it's good that they transition to a floating timeline, but doing stuff like this kind of makes that not matter. It's not like Street Fighter really particularly had a lot of tech anyway, so I don't think it was too much of an issue, but I guess they just didn't want it to be like Resident Evil is right now, where they keep having to justify reasons why they're still fighting, even though they should be, like, retired. Even if they're, like, you know, peak condition, like Liania, you're still, like, pushing 60. You think, like, after saving the world from giant spiders and alligators and running zombies and shit that he would get retirement, but he's still out there roundhouse kicking zombies. It's kind of hard to believe. They really should. Resident Evil really should have gone with a floating timeline like ages ago. I don't know why they haven't. I feel like it really holds it back, especially because there's been like 15 zombie outbreaks already. It doesn't even make sense anymore. I used to think it was cool that it took place in real time, but then they keep using the same characters. Chris is like 55 now, isn't he? He's in his 50s minimum. See, The Simpsons was very smart about this. As much as people meme about Bart being 9 years old for like 30 years, it's better than the alternative. It's alright, they can make Final Fight 4 and make up for it. That's the way to do damage control. Just shadow drop Final Fight 4 with sick pixel art and tagging, and like get like Guard Crush to do it. That's how you make up for it. Same thing with Tekken. Give me Tekken Force Mode back. That's how you solve everybody hating the new season and feeling like they were betrayed. Okay, cool, then give me Tekken Force Mode. Where is it? I won't give a damn how broken the competitive play is if you give me a beat-em-up mode again. I'll go buy it, like, right now. I will go walk to the store and buy that right now. They're not gonna do that, though. They're not cool enough to do that. This is incredibly boring. How much effort did they put into this, like, a weekend? It just takes too long as well. There's, like, not even any gameplay. It's just clicking on things. Not even an interesting non-combat minigame. They have had fun, like, non-combat minigames in this, like, multiple times. Some of them are actually fun, but this ain't it, man. This is trash. I don't know how much I care about getting the rewards for this. Even with the speed up, it takes too long. It really wants you out here, playing board games that aren't even good board games. I used to love board games as a kid. I used to play them with my mom and aunt, but once again, when action games try to do it, it sucks. That's really what it comes down to. Let's just stay in your lane, man. Make sick combat. Bless the development team's heart, but they don't know how to make a good board game. I'm sorry. That was abysmal. It's like not even any gameplay. You know, Aether Gazer actually had some pretty fun minigames sometimes, but the one that's up right now was incredibly boring. I don't really understand when gacha games decided that they would make minigames and then just delete them all. Like, why don't you keep them in the game? And I can't even say that it's a file, storage space concern, because, like, they do that in Wuthering Waves, and that game's like 100 gigs now. Like, I don't understand what the reason is, because some of them are legit fun. Some of the minigames in these games are actually, like, quite fun. They're enjoyable. But, you know, they're gone in a month, so... I really don't get it. I don't get what the purpose is. Like, if the concern is, you know, people will get too much free currency, and they'll be on the game too long if there's too many minigames, then just remove the rewards. After the event period is over, like, you don't get anything for doing it. If you just enjoy it because it's fun, it should stay. It's a problem in, like, every gacha game right now. The erasure of their minigames. I really don't know when this started. DFO to a degree, but DFO minigames were, like, never once good. The only ones that were good were, like, the combat ones. But, like, some of the non-combat minigames in these gachas are actually quite fun. It's like, if it was storage, then Wuthering Waves would not be ballooning above, like, 100 gigs after only being out for 2 years. And if it's rewards, it's like, then just get rid of the rewards. You know, if it's gonna mess with the game's bottom line, which is making money, then just, like, get rid of the rewards. There are so many minigames, combat minigames, they've had on PGR that I wish I could just log in and play. The one that they had for the DMC collab was actually really fun. Like, you know, I don't need pull currency for it. I just want to play it for fun. Especially in a game like that where a lot of the patches are extremely dead at times and there's nothing to do but Pain Cage and Warzone. And even if you care about the story, you finish the story, like, the night that the patch comes out, and then you never touch it again. This game's minigames, sometimes they're fun, sometimes they're not. The ones that are up right now is a really bare-bones cooking game that's, like, nowhere near as in-depth as, like, an actual cooking game, like Cooking Mama or Overcooked. You know, like, those are actual good cooking games. You know, that if you like that, you wouldn't be satisfied with what's in this. That's what I'm trying to say. like, even for these, like, casual, non-combat minigames, they're still not good. It's not just because, you know, you're not actively fighting that they're bad. It's just like, if you want cooking, there's like 10 Cooking Mama games, there's 2 Overcooked games with tons of DLC. It's like, what's the point? Either that or it's like a Temu version of... It's like a Temu version of a good, like, arcade game. I think Leon's supposed to be like 49 or something. I really hope people that are making future long-running franchises will go with a floating timeline, like, instantly, and not try to pivot into it later, because that's part of the problem with Street Fighter, 100%. That's definitely part of the problem with that game, is... I think, like, 5 was also a floating timeline, like, they introduced, like, smartphones and stuff to it, and modern things like that, and more internet use as well. They really should have done that from the start. But back in Street Fighter 2, they gave the original characters like actual set in stone birthdays. But I guess that doesn't apply anymore. I guess they've just retconned that now. Just like Simpsons has been going on so long that like Homer and Marge have gone from being boomers to millennials. Like they would be the age of my parents if time was flowing normally for them. But because it's been on for so long and it's a floating timeline, they can't be boomers anymore. Apparently, recent episodes of The Simpsons have basically implied that they grew up like when I did. So, that's pretty crazy to think about. That they've gone through like 2 generations. They've moved up their age 2 generations. They were not born in like the 50s and 60s anymore. Like, their young flashbacks are like probably the 90s now. That's pretty nuts, man. I used to watch The Simpsons as a kid, and I thought it was cool that they were the same age as my mom, but then now they're the same age as me. Maybe a couple years, give or take a couple years, but yeah, that's crazy to think about.
Go to hell! Alright! Eviscerate! Eviscerate!
Oh, that's how you do that, the Endless Judgment QT.
Too easy! Nice try. I'll hunt you down. I'll hunt you down.
Party time!
Eviscerate!
Okay, okay. That was a good one. Good
You down. Now you suck. Get lost. Now you die. Kiss it goodbye. Lights out. Go to Now fly! Now... Reckless! Lights out! Stop. Don't move. This way. Go to hell. It's over. Good. Scrap. Stop. This way. Slide. This way.
Not so fast! Oh, relax.
Don't move. Stop moving. Don't move.
Too easy! Party time! Oh, hell yeah!
I don't know if you guys heard, but Duet Night Abyss had a security vulnerability. I think it was yesterday. And they did address it, but it took multiple hours, and when they did, they downplayed that, you know, it was actual malware. So I don't think that that game can recover. And granted, I never cared about that game, but the bad thing about it is that gacha companies aren't going to try doing no gacha anymore. Because they're going to see that game's failure and the mismanagement and the fact that they've gotten hacked like twice in the past month or two. They're not going to want to do no gacha anymore. So for gachas, that is incredibly bad. Whether you like that game or not is a non-issue. That's not what's important. It's the fact that now the companies are going to look like, well, you know, that game tried to get rid of character gacha and, you know, just have a flat rate for characters and everything. So now we're just going to go back to, you know, 50-50 pity and 0.6% drop rates. That sucks, man.
Not so fast!
I feel like they had like an interesting angle as well. They had an interesting gimmick, which was like Warframe, but you know, more anime and waifu coded, which definitely got people to play. But then the game was like such a mess at launch, and they've had a hard time recovering from the hacking. I mean, the first time, from what I understand, somebody just hacked into the launcher to post the shit post. But then this time, that already made people concerned. And then this time, I guess it was actually some kind of malware that was on your computer or something like that. That's my understanding of it. And that just sucks, man. As somebody that I do like playing gachas casually, but I don't have a lot of money, I would like to see more games like that, where it's just like, you know, you can grind for it, or you can pay a flat rate, and yeah, you know, it's going to be more than buying a AAA game still, I'm sure. But at least it's a flat rate. If you decide to invest money in the game, you're not throwing it in a fire. You're actually getting, you know, what you're supposed to get. And I think that that's going to be a thing of the past. I know that Ananta is also supposed to be a no-character gacha game. But like, if that doesn't do well, that's really going to put the nail in the coffin, because that game looks considerably higher budget than Duet Night Abyss. And, I I mean, I wouldn't blame anybody for uninstalling. You know, they were already on thin ice before with having the vulnerability in their launcher that allowed somebody to shitpost. And as far as I could tell, that guy wasn't terribly malicious. I think he actually was doing it to tell them. I think the text was basically exposing them for having such major vulnerabilities in their launcher that none of the other gacha games have, you know. Yeah, they collect your data. Yeah, they have kernel level anti-cheat, but you know, your data is safe, right? You're not going to get malware by playing those games, right? Yeah, the anti-cheat might freak out if you open up Cheat Engine or something, but your data is safe. You don't have to worry about like somebody getting into your PayPal or being able to command your computer from afar. So apparently the first time, that's what the guy was doing. He was like basically telling people like their security is terrible and they could get compromised at any time. And then not like a month and a half later, it actually does happen. And you would think that after the first time, they would fortify their fortress like way more to make sure that that can't happen again. Because like the Arknight's Enfield game also had that problem where I think like the first day that it released, if you use PayPal to donate to the game, there was a chance that it would get deducted from someone else's account, which is really bad. Imagine if that happened to me, man. I usually don't have a lot of money in my PayPal, right? Like, it's saved for bills, or for running the channel, or for just general survival. Like, what if I played that, and somebody did like $100 donation, not to myself, but to Arknights, and it got taken out of my account? They did fix it pretty quickly, but that was pretty bad too. Like, that's my understanding of it. It was like, basically, it would potentially go out of somebody else's account. I think that's what it was, which is really bad. You know, not everybody is a rich content creator with thousands in their PayPal at all times. You know, you might need that money to pay rent or bills or like utilities or whatever. Important stuff. I don't know what it is, man. I hope that the other gacha companies will learn from this. I'm like, you gotta have that stuff locked down so that that can't happen. You know, you want to run a kernel level anti-cheat? I don't really care. I'm fine with it as long as I don't get banned for like accidentally having Cheat Engine open. You know, like, tell me that it's like the way PGR does it is good, right? Like PGR uses anti-cheat expert, and it's like, you know, it won't let you boot up the game if you have Cheat Engine. I'm like, that's fair. That's fair. But don't ban me if I have it open and it's not even trying to attach the process. Like, that is incredibly draconian. But I don't know.
Too easy. Party time.
Yeah, the people say those videos saying that people are uninstalling is not clickbait. I think everybody is more than warranted to move on from that game at that point.
Okay.
That's well beyond nitpicky stuff, like, you know, the rates are low, or it runs poorly, or it's too grindy. It's like, dude, you could compromise your computer playing that. That's not a nitpick. That's a genuine concern.
Too easy.
And I would never touch that game now.
Party time.
I already wasn't interested in it, but now I'm extra not interested. I don't know how they're going to recover from something like that. I think they gave, like, really garbage compensation, too. I think it was, like, 1 pull or something. I'm like, dude, if your game is vulnerable to the point where people are getting their computers compromised with malware, you need to give, like, a limited S-rank character minimum. I don't even think 10 pulls is enough at that point, man, because you might get nothing from that. I don't know. If I was in charge of those decisions and something stupid like that happened, that's incredibly hard to recover from, I'd be like, you know, the new character is free or something. Like, yeah, you lose money, but at least it somewhat makes people want to keep playing. But from what I saw on their Twitter, they gave, like, barely anything for it. Like, consolation prize.
Okay. That was a good one.
It's like when you go to a restaurant and they screw up your order and they give you, like, a free milkshake or something. But, you know, that's not getting your whole computer compromised. There's a difference, right? he might be a little pissed off, but it's not the end of the world, right? They remake the order, they give you a little something to keep you happy, but, you know, screwing up your burger is not the same as potentially having your computer compromised.
Too easy. Party time.
I actually want to see what their apology was. Like, did they really give people like one pull? They really only give people like one pull. They gave like barely anything. What a fumble. Well, I guess you can say goodbye to gacha games attempting to not have pulling for characters. I think that's probably dead now. Seems extremely likely that that is dead now and won't happen again. I think it actually is over for no character gacha. I think it's actually that's like the nail in the coffin right there. Anybody's going to be extremely scared of trying that now. It's weird because that game had a lot of goodwill for not having character gacha and like flat rates for characters and stuff, and then they managed to run it into the ground extremely quickly. Well, we still got Aether Gazer and PGR. Even Peak of Combat is pretty low income friendly. They give a lot of stuff away. Especially the reruns in that game are a lot better than the popular gachas, ironically. So, I think I'm just going to stay in my lane at this point. None of the gachas that are coming out I have like no interest in playing. Before I get started here, let me see if the trainer is even still working, because they pushed a hotfix like an hour ago. Was it broken? Let me see. I think it is broken. Wait, maybe? Oh yeah, it's fine. Alright. Oh wow, I just realized that game is on mobile too. That's extremely bad. Well, that game is probably not going to last much longer. I think that's probably it for that game. Reminds me of when JP PSO2 had that bug where the launcher could delete random files off your computer, and they had to offer financial compensation depending on the impact. I don't know how many people remember that, but it is something that happened. I don't know how that worked. I don't know how they determined, like, how much money they gave you back, but from my understanding, I guess it was related to impact. You know, if you lost a shitpost image macro, they didn't give you much, but, like, if it was, like, a college essay or something, I guess they gave you more. That's my understanding of it, anyway. How do you even determine that? I mean, I guess it's like, if it's a meme image, they don't really need to give you much money, but if it's like an essay that was due tomorrow, or like for a job or something, they have to give you a lot of money at that point. A lot of people don't know that happened to PSO2. They swept it under the rug extremely quickly, but it was a pretty big disaster. I know that a lot of clickbait channels make a big deal out of stuff like this, more than it actually is, but no, it was a big deal. And the funny thing about it was people like me that were gaijins that were not supposed to be on the server in the first place, we were unaffected. It was the official launcher was what had that problem, not the tweaker. The tweaker didn't have that problem. That's the crazy thing about it. We were unaffected, even though we weren't even supposed to be playing the game. But the people that were actually like supposed to be on it, the actual citizens, they had to deal with that. game's still optimized like garbage. Should have been fixed by now. They've done everything but that. They haven't improved the optimization, like, at all. Let me see if I can fix it. I'm noticing it on my end, so it must be bad on your guys' end. Let's see if I can fix that. I would like to play this again, but they don't fix their game. Alright, let's see if this works better. The frame gen in this game is pretty buggy anyway. It like only partially works. Right. Let me know if it's laggy at all when I start getting into a fight here. I forgot how to play. Should have done the kick. Alright, is Rushing Beat out? Yes or no? Let me check. I'm gonna go another hour. I want to go another hour. If it comes out at midnight, I will play it tonight. If not, it's gonna be in the morning. Yeah, it's saying I can't play it still. They don't even, like, post when the release time is. Alright, well, we'll go for another hour, because, Limitless Power Vergil is in, like, 45 minutes, so we'll go that long, and, see where we land. I would like to play Rushing Beat tonight, but I don't know when the hell it's coming out. On Steam, I think it's 8 in the morning, but I don't really have money on my card to buy it again, and I kind of don't want to. It's not like the game is going to get mods or anything. It's not exactly going to have a booming mod community. There's not going to be people doing, like, tag mods and stuff for that, so I just got it on Switch too. If I like the game, maybe I'll buy it again, but right now, I'm kind of leaning towards no. Anyway, let's go on this and let's camp out. Well, actually, I lied. I do have money for it. I'd either have to drain what's on my card right now or go to the store. I am willing to do that, because it does look fun, despite none of the early gameplay being any good. But, that's a lie. I do have money for it. I do have money for it, actually. Let's see, when does he come out? Before I... Oh, it's in 2 hours. Oh, man. I forgot about daylight savings time. Well, what am I gonna do for an hour and 45 minutes? Well, I guess if Rushing Beat comes out, that will kill time, but I don't know if that's actually going to happen or not. Seems like no. But you're in the same time zone I am, so that must be what time it comes out. Maybe I can get a carry on this. Game seems okay, but the marketing's been horrible. They haven't had anybody that knows how to play actually marketing it, so I don't know what to expect. I did see that there's an unlockable character. That maid chick that you fight in the demo is playable, so that's pretty cool. I don't know if there's more unlockables than that, or if it just stops there. But, at least it's not completely one and done, like Revive was. Revive had, like, 0 unlockables. It had less than console beat-em-ups from 20 years ago, so maybe there's more. I can't confirm or deny, but, there is at least one unlockable character. There's also a free mode with, like, objectives and stuff, so that seems pretty cool. That will add, like, a scoring element to it. So even if it doesn't have, like, crazy unlockables, at least, hopefully the scoring system is good. So I could definitely get some more time out of it, if that was the case. Alright, hopefully these people are CEOs. Hopefully these are CEOs. I do not have a CEO account in this, like, at all. I have a, starving college student account in this. PGR is a CEO account. This game is like a starving college student level account. Looking for a fourth. Need somebody to show up. Yeah, I watched a video earlier of somebody playing it. They were very bad at the game, but that's irrelevant. You know, they gave useful information. It does have unlockables of some sorts. To what extent, I don't know, but I know that the maid chick is playable, so that's something. That's more than Revive had. Revive had less than that, right? You unlocked 2 characters just playing it once, and then that was it. And then one of them wasn't even any good. He felt garbage to play. You got 1 good unlockable, and then the game just ended. And the boss fights weren't fun enough to really bother playing the game again. I don't think Rushing Beat will have that problem. Alright, I need some CEOs here. Where are the CEOs? Well, you don't even really have to spend a lot of money in this game to have a CEO account. I just haven't played it consistently for a long time, so it's not like a MiHoYo game or like Wuthering Waves, where somebody that's got everybody maxed out is clearly loaded IRL. That's not what this game is. You can get by with minimal spending, but, you know, obviously, with the way that the limited characters work, even if you are rich, if you don't play for a while, it's going to take a while to catch up. And the non-limited characters are mostly junk. They are like, they're like barely even a good alternative. Alright. Let's give this another try. The longer this takes, the less time I have to wait anyway. The same guy is back. I need whales. Where are the whales? The rich gamer dads. I need them. Where are the rich gamer dads? Yes, please. Yeah, let's get this going. Got a Vergil bargain sale. 3 different Vergils. Super Saiyan bargain sale, DMC edition. All these Vergils. It really takes me back to that that canceled KOF on MMO that was supposed to come out like 20 years ago, and the first screenshot was like 50 Ioris and like 30 Kios.
shall
That's what this takes me back to. That's how ridiculous that was. Alright, we're ramping up here. Got some CEOs in the party. Got Jeff Bezos is playing Devil May Cry Peak of Combat, apparently. Got Bill Gates in here as well.
It's over.
Thanks, Bezos. Thanks for the carry, Bezos. Likes to play niche instance gacha games in his free time, apparently. He doesn't post his name as Jeff Bezos, but that's him right there.
You shall die. Slay all. It's over.
Alright, good. We got some CEOs in the party. We got the Nepo baby Vergils in the party. They're born rich out of the womb. That's what we got going right here. Rich out of the womb.
It's over.
Got the OP starting stats.
It's over.
Was born a millionaire. Come on, Vergils, let's go. A swarm of Vergils.
It's over.
It's over.
It's over. It's over. Slay all. Slay all. It's over. It's over. It's over.
Yep, thanks, CEOs. Come on, Vergils, let's go to the final fight. They're like locusts. It's just a swarm of Vergils.
It's over.
It's like Marvel vs. Capcom 3 never fell out of fashion. Every team there's a Vergil. Doom and Vergil, every team. This game is lore accurate.
It's over.
Yeah.
You shall die. It's over. It's over.
Alright, CEOs.
It's over. It's over.
Gucci. Thanks, CEOs. Thanks, Bezos. Always looking out for the poor people, huh? Nice. That's exactly what I wanted. The carry. So I got 4 weapon breakers and then a weapon for lady. That's actually pretty good. It's an SMG. Alright, very good. Thanks. Thanks, Bezos. Hooking a brother up. Let's see if I can get those same CEOs in this party and just be done with it for the week. I think the CEOs might be, they might be off for the night. Come on. I need Bezos to come back. Bezos, I need your services for another, like, 3 minutes. And then he can go back to making billions a minute. It's less that it was 2 playable characters, it's actually pretty significant unlockables. It's just that you got them from playing the game, and then Ronzo was garbage and not at all fun to play, and he felt extremely limited in what he could do. I couldn't tell if the maid chick in Rushing Beat was any good, because the guy was just button mashing, but hopefully she'll have some kind of unique mechanic. Not gonna find out until probably tomorrow, though. Alright, what gives here? Nobody's doing this? Not one person? By the time I get a party, the new Vergil's gonna be out. What gives, man? There's like no one doing this? Why are the queue times so long? In terms of Crimson Desert, there are some things I've heard about it that seem like they would really trigger me, so I don't know if I will play that tomorrow. A lot of people have moved the goalpost so that there's going to be some magic day one patch that the reviewers didn't have, but from what I heard, people were understandably crashing out over the horrible inventory management, that they like doubled the storage, so I don't think that there is this mythical day one patch. I think the day one patch that normal people that aren't reviewers or content creators get is the one that the reviewers already had. Because that's exactly how it worked for Neo, and I did get a key for that game, and those games are pretty similar. Open world versus open zone, like more involved combat than the average Souls-like. The patch that you guys got was the same one that I had. It wasn't until like a couple days after release that they started pushing hotfixes that we didn't have access to. So, I don't know if I want to bother with that game at launch, really. I'll think about it. I've looked at the benchmarks, it should run fine, but it seems like it is a disaster quality of life-wise, so I'm not sure if I care. I think people are more interested in seeing Rushing Beat anyway, because that's definitely not going to be an overstreamed game. It's going to be like an understreamed game. Nobody's going to be streaming that tomorrow. Tomorrow's going to be Death Stranding 2 and Crimson Desert is going to be all over all the streaming platforms, so... That and the fact that you can't skip the boss cutscenes even after you've watched them once is really dumb, and I could tell that that would filter me extremely hard. I'm fine with dying to a boss multiple times and mastering it. What I'm not fine with is having to watch a cutscene every time. That is exactly like they learned nothing from Kingdom Hearts 1. Because that's what Kingdom Hearts 1 was. If you died to Riku, you had to watch like a 3-minute cutscene. You couldn't skip it. That right there, and the fact that people have been talking about, like, finding cool loots and having to leave it behind because there's not even, like, a key item category. So, like, things that you need for, like, quest completion and progression, they take up space and you can't put them anywhere. Like, after reading that, I was like, the combat looks good, but the quality of life seems terrible, and I don't know if it's really worth playing at launch. I'm glad that I was gifted it, but I don't really care about playing it at launch that much. I mean, I might try it, but I don't think I would go in hard on it. Like, there's just, like, nobody playing this right now. Like, what gives, man? Give me a party. Try it one more time. Alright, I guess nobody wants to do this. Leave the room? Yeah, you're not giving me a party. What the heck, man? Alright, last try. It's killing time until midnight anyway, so I'm not really worried about it. I'm going to turn off the stream. Yes. Rushing Beat is not out at midnight. Probably just go to bed and try to be up in the morning. Because I do have limited time in the morning. As I'm going to touch grass. Go to Red Robin, get my birthday burger. I think I'm just gonna kill it, folks. I think I'm just gonna kill it. I'll come back in half an hour. if the game comes out, because I want it to be separate anyway. I don't want to have a video of me playing the game and then, like, half of it is, queue waiting simulator. So, I think I'm just gonna kill it there. Seems like nobody's wanting to do it right now. And then I'll probably take, like, an intermission, and I'll pull for Limitless Power Vergil. Yeah, it's just way too much dead air. I know I don't really have a particularly large or popular stream, but I feel bad streaming nothing. So, I'll be back. How about this? I'll come back in like 30 minutes if Rushing Beat comes out. If not, it'll probably be in like an hour. Because by the time I get back in the game and everything, it's only going to be like 15 minutes. It says right here. Yeah, he's out in less than an hour and a half. So, I think that's the way to go. Instead of sit here and then have the game not come out and then wait another hour to get Vergil. I don't think that that's really good stream content. So, I will be back in an hour at the most. Hour, 10, 20 minutes. It said an hour and 21 minutes, so like I'd say an hour and 10 minutes by the time I get back in the game and everything. That should be a good stopping point. Alright, I'll see you guys then. See you very shortly.